Hello friends, Baltmatrix here, and today we're taking a look at Transformers Cyberverse Warrior Class Starscream. Yeah, okay, so, feet. The figure's mostly gray. Legs, mostly gray. Arms, blue. Torso, red. And some gray worked in. Actually doesn't look awful, but I think the RID Deluxe Class figure worked a lot better, or looked a lot better. I think the head sculpt works pretty well, but it's so shiny you can't actually make out any of the detailing, and it is a little bit on the small side. Giving everyone a 360-degree look, you could see that the figure is hollow in several places. The forearms are obviously hollow, and the entirety of the back of the legs, from the hips down, are hollow. And the figure feels very light for its size. It is a standard deluxe class size of figure. And well, pretty much the entire figure is compromised by its gimmick. Get into that here in a second. Posability-wise, kind of forget it. Okay, saying kind of forget it doesn't really do any justice to what I'm talking about here. Head does move side to side, which is nice to see considering neither Shockwave nor Prime could move their heads. Arms move forward and back, but are blocked by the wings, can move in and out. 90-degree bend at the elbow. No fist articulation. Torso articulation is part of the gimmick. Figure can kick forward, but you kick out both legs at the same time. And there is the splits. In fact, he can go more than 180 degrees on that split. Legs have no posability whatsoever other than what's up in the hips. And that's a shame because this figure could use some posability, but the torso is very heavy, and that's because of the gimmick, which sucks. Starscream's gimmick is what's called the wing slashing gimmick, and it's bad. But first, these wings are supposed to slide out with the gimmick, but they never do. There's not enough force that allows them to. And I would love to be able to extend them to act like a weapon, but you can't. They just snap right back. And the gimmick itself, you're supposed to put the arms straight down, turn the figure around as much as it'll go until you hear a click and let go. Did you catch that? No? Well, I'll do it again. It was a little bit broke. Yeah. The other thing you could do is just wiggle it back and forth. It's not a good gimmick at all. And actually, my figure was a little bit broken out of the packaging. I actually had to pop the hips open and then tweak that screw in there a little bit in order for the gimmick to work correctly. Because if it doesn't actually allow you to turn the hips all the way around like this. Mine wouldn't until I loosened that screw a little bit, and then it did. And big thanks to fellow reviewer P.All for pointing that out, that this figure is supposed to turn all the way around like that. Yeah, this gimmick is bad. Oh, one other thing, if you don't snap the cockpit for the plane mode all the way into the back, the gimmick won't work all that well, because the cockpit will get flung down and hit the hips. Or specifically, the landing gear will hit the hips, so yeah. Anywho, big thanks to P.All for pointing out the error of my ways, or the error of the assembly of the figure. And another thing that sucks is the vehicle mode, so let's go ahead and transform him. Make sure the head is facing forward, straighten out the arms, grab the entire lower body, peg the feet together, and turn the torso 180 degrees until you hear it snap. And then grab the entire torso and pull it forward, and then push it into the legs, or the back of the legs. And then there are these peg holes right above the thrusters in his chest that will peg into these pegs at the back of the legs. And getting that lined up is a bit annoying. Then take the nose cone at the back, fold it forward and all the way down, like that. Notice it doesn't actually connect to the hips. Then take the arms, and there are little tabs behind the fists, and they will slide up into place in these grooves, holding the front of the nose cone in place. And then push the wings down, and they don't actually peg into place, and they still flop about. And this is the vehicle mode. And the vehicle mode looks terrible. This is by far one of the worst Starscream vehicle modes I've ever seen. Head is clearly visible out of the back of the vehicle mode. This is bad. This just looks bad. And this is a deluxe class figure, or a warrior class figure. I'm really worried what the other size of Starscreams look like. Oh, well, we know what the Scout class figure looks like. I've already done that review. This is not a good figure. And I honestly don't know where to put this in terms of, is this better than Prime or worse than Prime? I do feel it's different than Prime. It is compromised just like Prime. And it's not much fun just like Prime. Shockwave is fine. I actually don't have much of a problem with Shockwave. There are a few little things that I think could be fixed, but Shockwave is overall pretty good. Prime and Starscream, though, aren't. They're not fun. They're both severely compromised due to the gimmicks. Neither of them hold well together in either mode, and they both have really floppy backpacks for some reason. Starscream, I wouldn't buy it. Unless you're a customizer and are going to change it for the better, then have at you. And for $20, you really should be getting something better. I'm sorry, that's what I paid for it. It's actually going to retail for $15. You know, the cost of a Voyager from 3 years ago. So yeah, Cyberverse is not looking good so far. Alright folks, you know what to do. Let me know what you think of the figure down in the comments. Hit the like and subscribe buttons. Hit that bell. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Baltmatrix, and I'm going to go play with an MP Dinobot. Bye!